My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually Stoner Bean, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, you could have ate healthy, you chose not to, do you really need to go on vacation, you need to buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hello everybody! Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany on this Wednesday evening. I just got home from work and then I saw this. What does that girl have to do before she gets yanked off the YouTube platform? She is covered in pet hair, she looks sickly, her hair is completely messed up, it looks like she just got up. But I'm here to react to her video, and so let's just do that. The video is titled, I have a hernia, glorifying obesity, and new gallery wall reveal. The video is 16 minutes and a few seconds long. Let's get right into it.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Amber? Do you know what a lint roller is? From my time in the States, I remember y'all got lint rollers. How about you use one?
Welcome to a new video. My hair looks wild.
Did you just take another nap, even though you never take naps, girl?
But I have an Amazon package that I want to open for you guys. I got something that I have been wanting for a little bit now. It is Soul Therapy, a 365-day journal for self-exploration.
She had the self-love workbook in 2019 and she never touched it, dude.
Healing and Reflection by Positive Soul, Jacqueline Cadmian. I don't know how to...
Okay, for your sake, I hope that you're gonna look inside of it.
It's her last name. If I'm wrong, I am sorry. To give you guys a better view here, it's just...
Yeah, no, we don't need that, Amber. We do not need that. See, I told you guys she's lost control over her video clips that she willy-nilly records. She has not organized them because now she's showing us the before. I just watched a little bit ahead. She's showing us the before, even though we've already seen the after of what Wipey did with that new rug and not the new rug, but the new coffee table. It is ridiculous at this point.
So this is how my living room was looking. If you guys remember, it was a little messy because Feline was putting together a new coffee table.
Yeah, we know it's your new pillow mountain, girl. Don't have to comment on it.
And all those papers over there, that's just the instructions for the coffee table.
I don't know why. I never understand why these explanations are necessary. Maybe justifying the mess that her apartment is always in. I don't know.
And then Tweaky's bed was in the way, so we just had it up there. So this is not how my living room usually looks because I am very anal.
No, you might be anal, but not about being tidy and tidying up and having a clean surrounding. No. Mm-mm.
But I just wanted to show you guys like my before because we finally are finished with the gallery wall. So this is how it looked prior.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut her off right here. So now she's showing us that couch again and the rug and the new coffee table. And I'm not interested in the picture she got from Target because no. We're gonna have to look at the gallery wall, whatever she calls gallery wall. She's just willy-nilly hanging up stuff. We're gonna have to look at that because of what she says.
I've never been more proud. Like, I don't know, growing up with the hard life that I had to grow up with, and then knowing that like somehow I made it.
Made what? Made it to the point where you can afford things? You made over $10,000 a month back in 2019 before you messed it all up. Why are you still spending money? Are you not aware of the fact that people are getting tired of your idiotic, mindless drivel that you're trying to save your channel with? Are you joking, Amber? How low can you stoop to be proud of this? You're hanging up things and you're trying to decorate a place that soon you won't be able to afford anymore because you're letting your channel go down the drain because of the idiotic content you are posting. You can't be that far gone, girl. You can't.
I know a lot of people don't think so, but
No, because you've been gaining weight for 9 years. You've done nothing but gain weight and be mean and alienate and infuriate people. And based on that, you made money that you then went ahead and spent on food and eating out to stuff your fat cells in the body even more. And now you're proud of yourself? Have you looked at your views lately?
well, I was able to make it. Like, I know for a lot of people this is just a living room, but it's so much more than that to me because I grew up with mold, cockroaches, and now look.
Okay, but do you know the word safety? You know, do you feel safe? Do you not feel something coming around the corner and taking this away because you can't keep your lying mouth shut? Can you not tell? Are your instincts completely broken? And I don't, just FYI, I don't even like the color combination, you know. But that doesn't matter here.
Like, I think I find strength in this. So yeah,
Okay, if you find the strength to finally start losing weight after 9 years of gaining weight, more power to you, girl.
I'm just really proud. Isn't it beautiful?
No, I can't really say that, and now that you're asking me, I think it's tacky. And it's without any color and without any style, but if it makes you happy, hey. And yeah, let's look at the third head she had tattooed.
You guys, so if you remember, Feline got a tattoo.
Yeah, we do remember.
It is currently in the stages of
Peeling.
peeling, and it looks disgust.
So she didn't get the third head done. Let's move on then. I'm beginning to wonder if she just willy-nilly puts these pictures up. Like she created a whole bunch of them, like, I don't know, a few hours later, the next day, 2 days later or whatever, and just willy-nilly peppers them into the videos that are mixed old and new and going back and forth. You guys pointed it out. That's the kind of stuff that I don't even pay attention to. I just pay attention to her verbal lies for the most part, right? Or her gaining weight, because that is proof that she constantly lies to us because she's making her audience believe that she's on a weight loss journey. And so what a commenter or a viewer or one of you, that's better. I hate when people call people that are commenting or in a live stream chat. The chat said this, the chat said that. No, a human being said this, you know. And so a person in my comments said that in that video where she showed Feline's arm, and I'm gonna see if I can find that shot, the books in the background were still sorted by color, even though a few weeks back, I think, she posted a vlog where she sorted them by genre, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so her clips are back and forth, and that's why in some of them she looks huge, in others she does not look so huge. This is mind-numbing, especially after work, you guys. But we're having nice spring weather out here, even though it's not going to last long, they said.
Hello, people. It's been days since I actually vlogged. So, hi, how are you? Today's my...
I'm kind of tired, Amber. I worked all day. And then when I saw you posted, I actually wanted to go for a walk and not come home because otherwise I'd have to deal with you. Constant proof that there's somebody out there always sitting on their shelf ass.
My 6th therapy. It seems like I vlog only on therapy days as of late, but
I've noticed that you don't wash your hair for the therapy days, and that is disgusting. And hey, if you ever make it to the point where you can have therapy in person, you're gonna have to snap out of this, because that's disgusting.
it's just like coincidence how my filming has gone.
Maybe you have a bad webcam and they don't see it, but that is one of the things they might evaluate if you can take care of yourself, you know?
Today I'm very like grandma chic.
I wouldn't call that grandma chic, but definitely grandma style, yeah.
I left that era. So I've been noticing weird symptoms. I'm very much like, I pay attention to my body, okay?
Do ya?
I do. I know a lot of people
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, girl.
like to think that I don't, but I'm smart.
Okay, the smart is totally different. You listen to your body. Let's see how she sells that to us, but smart, absolutely not.
Feel like I'm Dr. Lynn. I just know things, feel things.
You have spread so much misinformation on your channel in those 9 years. It's not even funny anymore, girl. She's just trolling.
Sense things. So I noticed lately, like when I lay down flat, my stomach kind of has like a bulge, and I'm just like, what is happening? Like, it doesn't hurt. It's weird. It's something like new. And then I was putting like 2 and 2 together, and I was like, okay. So most fat people, a lot of fat people,
I just love how she can speak for most fat people, as if she knows their lives and what they're going through. What a delusional bitch.
they get hernias. And
No, not most of them do. What are you talking about? Spreading misinformation again?
I never thought that I would be the one, right? And I recently, like a few months ago, just took a test to see if I had one, and I never
You took a test to see if you have one. Okay.
got my results back. Like, no one ever like called me to like tell me my results. And so I figured, okay, so I guess everything's in the clear, because if something would have showed up, they would have told me. But I don't.
Wait a minute, that's the same girl that claims to have been bleeding from her lady parts for years without ever telling a doctor at the emergency room. All those times she went to the emergency room, and that is something she did not mention. Absolutely not. Man, she's getting more and more tangled in that web of lies.
No, in my heart, I was like, something's not right. So I ended up calling to get my results because I never was told my results. And it turns out I do have a hernia, folks. And
Mr. Snowflake, are you jotting this down?
the fact that I like knew that before being told that, I'm 32 years old. I don't think I could go to college to be a doctor at this point.
Not because of your age, though. It's more the IQ that is preventing you from being able to do that.
But it's like, I feel like in my past life, I was a doctor or a nurse.
Maybe that's why this life you chose to be the exact opposite and see how far you can push a human body in neglect and abuse. That would make sense on the karma level.
Or I just watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy, so. I notice that I make jokes and I make light of things that like truly make me nervous. And I feel like this is also karma, because when I was younger, my brother used to pull me, I swear I've told the story before. My brother used to pull me in a red wagon, and he's like a year and a half younger than me, you know, that's like my little brother, and like, he was probably like 4, and I'm like 5'6", and I'm like, and I was chunky then, okay, and he's like this skinny little blonde-headed cutie, and I'm like this like chunky big sister. And I would tell him, if you push me in the wagon, I'll push you next. And so he always...
Look at that bulge that is coming out the back of her neck. That pushes the hair out. Why is she always bent over when she's sitting down? Or, no, what is the correct expression? Leaning forward and not training her back muscles. That's why she can't stand for long.
Pulled me in the wagon, and I would never do it for him. And it was, I want to say like a year later, we found out that he had a hernia and he had to get it removed.
From pulling her, oh my gosh.
And that's a story that's like, do you guys have stories in your family where it's like consistently told and talked about?
Like you being mean even as a child? I'm not even past the point where I've accepted the fact that 12 years ago you were already being mean and vicious and selfish and egotistical and mooch and lazy and a glutton. I'm not even past that. Now you're telling us even as a child you were being mean and selfish and entitled. Oh my gosh.
That's one of mine.
I wouldn't have told that if I was you. By now you've got to be aware of Mr. Snowflake. And what he's been reading this week is totally damaging your reputation. No, I take that back. It's actually affirming. It's affirming what everybody knows.
Yeah, so this is my karma.
No. That's still coming. The karma bus is gonna hit you so hard. Holy shit.
And I literally just found out as I'm getting ready to go to my therapy. So that's a whole moment. And can it be fixed in weight loss surgery? So that was like the first question I asked, and they said that sometimes they'll do that and sometimes they won't. So it honestly just depends. But
on you finally starting to lose weight because you are still getting bigger. I want to see you on a scale right now. You know that scale in the bedroom? I want to see you get on it right now without a jump cut. OMG.
Once I got that test done, my hernia has obviously grown because I didn't have like that bulge when I got my appointment.
And let me guess, the bulge is on the right side. Looking at it from her point of view, it's on the right, isn't it?
So when I had those tests done. So the fact that I have it now means that it's like growing, and you know, I know that it's like normal for someone my size to have.
Is it normal though? I don't know.
One, because it's almost like abnormal for someone my size not to have one, but it's just.
Where does she come up with these facts or false facts?
It's kind of like goes to show that like
you should lose weight.
Health at every size is so silly. Like, I don't understand the concept. I never will understand the concept.
There's a lot of concepts you don't understand at all.
And I just hate it so much. Like, I do think, like, respect at every size is a thing. And I feel like a lot of people are lacking that.
Dude, you've been a biatch on your channel for years. You've clickbaited and monetized it and exploited your weight gain. And you want respect? You're joking, right? You have to learn what it means to deserve people's respect. Or let's say they gave you respect from the get-go and then you did all these things that made them lose respect. Like stuffing your face like an animal. I'm not even gonna say pig anymore because that's an insult to the pigs. You know, the way you eat, the way you treated yourself on camera, the way you treated others on camera. You have not done anything to deserve respect. Not one thing.
And I do believe that beauty at every size is a thing, but like this whole health at every size is just not a thing. And
you should be talking about health, I think. But hey, you do you, boo-boo.
So many people, like in the past, I haven't gotten this recently, thank God. It's just like, why do you glorify, you know, being fat? Why do you glorify being morbidly obese? Why do you? And I'm like, when have I ever done that?
by not getting off the YouTube because you depend on the money. You are glorifying it by saying, I don't know, since the last time I weighed in, I gained 20 pounds, but it's okay, I promise. No, it's not. You are shortening your lifespan. There are all kinds of other statements that you made on your channel that are clearly glorifying obesity and being unhealthy, unwell. And remember all the things you told us, you like the physical ailments, the emotional ailments, the mental ailments. Your attention span, it seems like, keeps getting shorter and shorter, and you cannot understand what you are doing on your channel. But it's your channel, do whatever you want. But you've been glorifying it. You've been showing tens into the camera, doing one haul after another. The worst time was 2019, 2018, 2019, and constantly buying clothes. You're trying to glorify it, but it's not working. What you're doing is you're damaging the reputation of obese people all over the world by doing what you're doing on your channel.
All aspects. It's not that I only show the bad parts. Like, I show all parts of being my size, and that's something that I pride myself on, is that I do.
Okay, but you cannot. Okay, back up. You cannot sit there and do videos about how you are suffering and how you are in pain nonstop, how you cannot walk or stand for long anymore, and how people stare at you in public and all the other things, or how you cannot take a shower anymore, how you have to choose between if you can wash your hair, which you haven't done in a while, it's completely without shine by now. But you're complaining about these things, and then in subsequent videos you stuff your face. It's like you have short realizations about what you're doing to yourself, and then you continue to do it. You're not doing anything to change your life for the better, and that means you're glorifying it. And if you're that desperate that you cannot lose 1 single pound, then you need to get off the internet and get inpatient care, because then you're just not master of your life anymore. Then the food addiction has taken over so much that all you can do is think about, I gotta clickbait, I gotta lie, I gotta continue making this money, because you're scared that you're gonna run out of funds that you can overeat using that to overeat. You are glorifying it simply by not doing anything about it, and you won't get off the internet.
You show the ugly side. Like, I literally got cancer, uterine cancer, because...
No, you did not, and you need to stop saying it. And one of these days, I'm gonna have a couple of days off in a row without anything to do, without any appointments, and I will dedicate the time to sit my butt down and look for that video where Nicocado Avocado not just hinted at it, it's like he almost said it, that she was talking to him about coming up with something that nobody can will be able to criticize her for and react negatively to, and that is cancer. Amber, one day I'm gonna have that time and the nerve to look for that, because I can't really stand what Nicocado Avocado does when he's being obnoxious. You know, I like him as a person when he's being himself. I really like him, but most of the time he's obnoxious, and I can't deal with that. And so that's the barrier that I'm running against. But one of these days I'm gonna do it. You need to stop saying that you had cancer, because you did not have it. And I'm going to get a little bit more into detail, because every time I mention it, people in the comments ask me questions. So I'm going to give you a little more insight. So what had happened was, she had talked about her suicide ideation, that sometimes she doesn't want to live anymore, blah, 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 blah. She had used that because her views were going down. Not fast, they were not dropping, but they were going down, right? And so she had clickbaited that, the suicide ideation. She had clickbaited getting off YouTube. 24. She had, she posted a goodbye video, and this is it, and I'm leaving YouTube. Not even 24 hours later, she was back. I remember that kind of stuff because I was reacting to her every video, and I said she's gonna be back. Trust me. I give her a week tops. The next day she was back. So she had done that. That didn't work. The criticism just grew and grew because she's such a horrific human being. And then I think, I might have the order jumbled a little bit, but that was all within months. Then Becky's mom got diagnosed with cancer, so she went into cancer treatment. They did a GoFundMe scam. That was hilarious. There are whole videos about that, the GoFundMe scam. And when she asked her audience to watch every ad so that she can give money to Norma, which she never ended up giving her, that bitch. And only weeks after that, and then Norma died. Okay, again, like I can't guarantee that I'm saying this in the correct order, in the chronological order. But Norma eventually died, and I don't know if she claimed to have cancer before Norma was dead, though. I can't remember that, and I'm not going back to look at it. But she posted a crying video telling us that now she's been diagnosed with cancer. And then it was the strangest thing. She kept coming on and, of course, talking about that, because nobody would have put up with her posting mukbangs or talking about something superficial when she was just diagnosed with cancer, right? People were, and there weren't many, and most of the reaction channels backed off, did not react to that, because they actually thought that she had cancer, and this is exactly what she wanted, for people to back off. She finally used something, and she has nothing left to clickbait. I mean, if you've clickbaited everything, even the death of your girlfriend's relative, and suicide ideation and everything else, or threatening to leave YouTube, which she has done frequently over the years, then it's game over. It is just game over. And so she had to use cancer, but instead of focusing on that and maybe vlogging a little less, because hey, if I was diagnosed with cancer, I wouldn't be vlogging a lot, but then again, I'm not a vlogger anyway. But I would be focusing on healing, on doing what is necessary to get rid of it. And her stories did not add up. I don't know if any of the people that were around at the time when she was uploading these videos are still around. But there were discussions in the comment sections, healthcare professionals that said her story doesn't add up. This is not how cancer is treated. This is wrong. That is wrong. And they said you can drive a truck through the holes in her story. And instead of continuing to focus on healing and going through treatment, she came on video after video addressing the haters and saying that she's not lying, and she was crying, and she got all emotional, without tears, of course. And she was so bent out of shape over people not believing her, even though there were not many critical voices, I have to say. Because I thought everybody would see, number one, she's lying. She's looking into the camera just like she does now. She's trying to convince us of something, that she doesn't stand behind, because her body and soul know that she's just lying her ass off. And so no, she should not be mentioning cancer anymore, because she used it for clickbait. And whatever she said about it wasn't a CT, it was the MRI and something else. Help me out of the comments if you can. The MRI and another machine, and one was she could fit in or on, and the other one she could not fit in because she was too big. And do you think she would have lost weight as a result of that? No. She was filming mukbangs again, because she is a goddamn liar. She does not know what it is to tell the truth. All she knows is that she's hungry, and it's not a physical hunger. It's most of the time it's an emotional hunger, even though I don't even want to know how big her stomach is by now, because she keeps stuff in her face. Right? But yeah, I'm getting a little carried away here, but she should not be mentioning cancer anymore. She should stop with that lie, because that is disgusting, and that's totally aside from all the other disorders, illnesses, and ailments that she's been claiming to have, when later on we found out she did not. What a freaking bitch.
Because of my weight. And people think that I glorify this. No. If anything, I should be like the walking proof or walking like example of what not to be and to lose your...
And you are, and now you're in trouble, and I'm planning on making a video where I'm actually reading to the terms of services, the YouTube terms of services, where they are coming down hard on people that portray eating disorders, like Eugenia Cooney, which I'm not watching much of her, but what I've seen of her on Mr. Snowflake's channel, she should be gone too. They all need to learn how to live a better life. I don't want to say a normal life, because what's normal nowadays, right? But they are glorifying, they are exploiting, clickbaiting their eating disorders, and it's on the internet for young folks to see. Most of their videos should be from 18 up, because then it's not, most likely not so much impressionable members of the audience. You know what I'm saying? Do I make, this is after work. Piece it together in your head what I'm trying to say here. I'm sorry.
Wait, or you're gonna get a freaking hernia. So, love that.
You're still glorifying it. And also you keep throwing it into your audience face that you are overspending and that you have an apartment that you should not have anymore. And if you had any common sense left, then you would start selling stuff and not buying stuff, and downsizing your household for the times that you are facing, because they are definitely coming. I'm not a fortune teller. Don't ask me how I know, but they are coming.
Wow, I think it's now sinking in, so... cute, cool, fun. Yeah, I think I'm nervous because my appointment's coming up, and I had to write that thing for my therapist where
you still don't know what it's called. You just had to write that thing.
I had to talk about like why a certain traumatic event happened to me, and I was thinking about sharing it with you guys. I don't know, I'm kind of like iffy on it, but yeah, I wrote that yesterday, literally the day before my appointment. I was
procrastinating,
putting it off, and I kind of say why in what I wrote, so if I do end up sharing that with you guys, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be talking about that a lot today, and I'm not sure I'm 100% in the mood. It's okay. I'll probably see you guys after therapy, which is in 2.5 hours. So I'll be...
And let me guess, you're gonna cry again. Sometimes I cried in therapy, but not every single time. Something ain't adding up.
Seeing you guys in 3.5, so I'm gonna go. Bye.
Fine.
Alright, so I'm mid-makeup and now I'm crying. Yeah, so you guys are getting to see the stages of how
greasy your hair is getting.
I go, like, as a person. Like, at first it was like, wow, I was right. Love that for me. And now that it, like, has sunk in and I'm sitting here talking to Feline, who is over there right next to me.
Right.
I've realized that, like, food does this. I love that. Food.
No, it's the food's fault, not hers. Okay.
Food. Like, food that is supposed to, like, make you, like, survive and live and, like, be in your happy era. Like, no, it does this as well.
Because you are abusing it. If you abuse food or any other substance, of course it's going to damage your body. And you've chosen an addiction that makes it obvious to everyone how you're dealing with emotions, which is not at all. You're just stuffing them down.
So I didn't want people to think that I was laughing that I have a hernia or laughing at my health, because I know people will twist what I say and what I do.
We don't even have to do that. You are twisted. We don't even have to twist things to make you come off cray cray, cause listen to yourself.
but I just tend to like laugh when I'm nervous, and then when something finally like hits me and like sinks in, that's when I start crying and it starts like hurting. But I did this to myself, so.
Yes, you did.
Wow, crying before therapy. I haven't done that yet, so that's a first.
You cry a lot, girl. You need help. What's going on with the soul laugh? You feeling any effects yet?
I don't know, I'm just like sad because I didn't even know what a hernia was until Feline had to tell me. She told me what it was and I just like broke down. I don't know what I thought it was. Like, so much for being a doctor, right? Please, people don't take it. Like, I'm so afraid to say anything. Like, and I feel like people are going to take offense to like me talking about doctors, and I'm just saying that I'm a doctor, like as a joke. Like, I'm not talking about doctors. It's just hard to like, I don't know. I've never felt like I need to be like super, you know, sugarcoating my words.
No, you did not. That's why your channel is on the downslope.
Up until like the last few months, I've been feeling like so
obnoxious, trolling.
Like, I really need to be careful about what I say because.
What? That was you being careful? Are you kidding me? That was not you being careful. Rewatch the cake rant. Holy smokes, girl. You are totally out of control. You're not even aware of it.
People like twist what I say and.
No, we do not twist what you say. We just repeat it. And the craziness is automatically there.
And I don't like that. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about doctors. I am just being.
You did before. Was it 2018, 2019 too, when she said that she is lucky enough to be her own boss, which she is not. YouTube is paying her money because we are watching her. So she's not her own boss, but she's correct in saying, or she was correct in saying that she can choose when to film, you know, but maybe not upload because people were expecting her to upload, and then when she didn't, she disappointed them more. But she mentioned lawyers and doctors in the same sentence as herself, you know, and they tore her a new one for that. Holy smokes. She compared herself to doctors and lawyers and people that work in hospitals, I think nurses or whatever. I can't remember what other professions she mentioned, but that did not go over well with the audience. Because she is delusional about what she's doing here. She's making a mockery of obese people on the internet.
Stupid and saying that I'm a doctor because I knew what was wrong with me. I think what's currently happening is I'm just going through a cycle of a lot of emotions at one time right now, and I'm starting to feel overwhelmed because it's like therapies on top of that. So I'm gonna go and
But self-awareness is still not part of the whole picture. I'm wondering what they're doing in these sessions.
I'm gonna stop broadcasting this to the internet because
that might be a good call, girl. Are you actually doing duck lips?
who wants to see it? Am I right? Hey guys, so it's been a few hours. Therapy is now completed. I mean, half of my 12 sessions.
That's all she focuses on.
I can't even talk. I've been talking.
No, you can't.
Talking for over an hour, so.
Then why didn't you take a break? Why do we have to listen to this drivel again?
I don't know how to talk anymore. Things are just getting so deep, so real, that like counting these therapy sessions is so silly. Like thinking of myself like therapy session number 1 versus now is like so different. Like I was just like,
not to us. You're still sitting there, you're still big. You haven't begun losing any weight. You're being vague about everything, which I understand, because why share that on the internet? But then why mention it at all? You know, being vague is just turning people away.
Ready to do the 12, and now I'm just like, no, I'm ready to like heal. Not count this.
You healed about, what, when was it, in February, like 3 months ago? When you were being all smug and arrogant about having healed your relationship with food and you had all of a sudden, out of the blue, learned how to sit with discomfort, discomfort, discomfort. What happened? Was that all lies, Amber? Was it? Were you just lying to us?
Sessions, but just for the sake of like weight loss surgery, journey, pre-op, what I need to do beforehand.
She should get bleeped automatically by YouTube for by now still using these words.
That is why I'm documenting this. So, wow, yeah.
You're still documenting your weight gain. I hope you're aware of that.
This one was crazy. I have more homework that I have to do. I had to read him my paper that I wrote. I was not expecting that. And he was like, yeah, I don't tell my clients that they're going to read it back to me because that'll make them dread it. And, you know, the way that he worded it just makes more sense. But I'm kind of glad he didn't tell me that I was going to have to read it to him because he's right. I would have dreaded it the whole time.
Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. At this point, it seems to me like she's just talking to be talking. Just to fill those, I don't know, 16 minutes. And we're at 12:44. Oh my God.
And anyways, so I read it, I cried. I have to fill out these like stuck point worksheets every single day until my next appointment, which is in a week from now. And stuck points are just thoughts that
you explained that in your last in the video about the last session. Are you dense? Can you start taking notes? Whatever happened to all those diaries you bought and all those notebooks? Can you take notes or type it into your laptop? This is getting ridiculous at this point. I wish I had an IQ of 90 or 100, then this would probably be entertaining.
Negative thoughts that you have that prevents like positive outcomes. And I didn't really understand the concept of stuck points until this session. He actually wrote down stuck points that I said out loud during my session and then told me them at the end. I wanted to read some. These are actual things that I said in today's appointment. I can't trust anyone. People are always...
Not even the caretaker? You can't trust anyone. But then again, it makes sense. She can't even trust herself around food or to tell the truth. She's treating others hateful because she hates herself.
Always lying or hiding something from me. No one
That's what she does to others.
cares.
Not even wipey? Not even your mom that you love so much? Not even any of your friends? Dude.
No one believes me.
Because you keep lying, girl. That's kind of a given, right? Did your parents not explain that to you? Huh.
And this is a big one that he was like, wow, if my parents didn't want me, why would anyone else?
That's a deep one. I can see where that would hurt. But you know what that means? Like, if she means this, it means that every time she said things like, I don't know why people don't believe me that YP loves me, or that somebody, that why can't people imagine that somebody loves me? It's fat shaming. No, it's because of her personality. But what she is saying now, it is basically saying that she lied every time she made those remarks because she herself believes that why should anyone love her? You know, that she's not worthy of love. Told you, girl, you should have worked through that self-love workbook back in 2019.
So those are some stuck points that like really called out to him as I was speaking today, and now I have to find a stuck point that I say every single day. But the really big piece of homework that he said that people usually write upwards to 8+ pages. I have to write about the one traumatic event that I am choosing, and I have shared this with you guys before about how I saved my baby brother, and I made a whole story time about it. My parents were on a lot of drugs. I couldn't wake them up, and my baby brother was strangled with the curtain, like from the blinds, this thing. It was around his neck, and I saved his life because my parents wouldn't wake up. That is the event that I am choosing to write about.
That is one of the most traumatic experiences she's had.
There are several others that I could write about, but my therapist noticed that this one caused, a great reaction, and he thinks that this is a good one for me to write about. So I have to write about the event. So I have to write about it as if like it just happened. I have to write about what I smelled,
That's gonna be hard with her memory being like cheese.
I felt like
Swiss cheese.
Go through every last detail, and it's gonna be
Impossible with your memory.
really hard.
And it's called memory and not remembrance.
And then I have to read it every single day until my next appointment. So
Talking about focusing on negative, we're in for a ride on her channel.
yeah, things are getting more serious by the minute, and
Apparently, your awareness of your weight is not. That is not getting more serious or intense because, I don't know. It doesn't look to me like she's still like gaining a lot, like towards visible every single day, but she's definitely not losing, and so just maintaining is idiotic at this point. She should not be maintaining. She should be doing everything to lose weight.
I have never done this much work in therapy, ever. I never have. And I'm choosing to do this because I know this is the only option. This is the only option for me. And I feel really good about it, honestly. Like, I see improvement, and my therapist sees improvement because
Like what? Improvement in what?
he's like, the things you're talking about today, a month ago, you wouldn't have. And, if he sees improvement and I feel it, then I know I'm doing the right thing. So I'm just really happy about that. But I'm going to end this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye, Amber. Oh my gosh, I'm at 47 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut some of this out. I'm sorry, you guys. I always get carried away when she mentions cancer or when she lies, and that kind of triggers me. But it is after work, and I am kind of fried. I mean, my brain is. And so I'm gonna go. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.